This is the liver. These are all the livers. Human liver. They have colored it. The anterior surface of the liver. There is a visceral surface. This is the falciparum ligament. The gallbladder is clearly visible in this. There is a portal hepatitis. The visceral relation on the right lobe of the liver. You can see how clearly the liver is visible. This is sterata of legis. This is also the liver. This is all the liver, human liver. This is the stomach, a hollow muscular cavity. The parts of stomach mentioned in color. Gastric canal. This is a mesenteric green. This is the intestine. Arterial arcades. This is the stomach bed. This is the stomach, but they have mentioned in color. This is a kidney, human kidney. These are all the kidneys. This is also the kidney. This is the left kidney. The segment of the kidney. The fetus aborted, the deceased fetus. We are aborting it. First is the anencephaly. This is the anencephaly. This is a 5-week or the 5-day gestation fetus. Next is a melangomylocyl. This is a melangomylocyl fetus. This is the anencephaly fetus. This is the anencephaly. These fetus are removed because they are having the disease. That is why we are doing abortion. That is the spina bifida. The back side, you can see a tail-like portion, that is the spina bifida. The disease, because of having the disease condition, we are aborting this fetus. Next is the internal capsule, that is the brain. These are all the structures of the brain, that is the corpus callosum. This is also the structure of the brain, longitudinal section of the brain. There is a visual association. There is a lateral ventricle, that is also the brain. It is colored. There is a sulci and the gyri, that is a colored. There is a base of the brain, that is a whole brain bud. There is a cut section, that is a wall of nose. There is a nasal septum, that is colored by the yellow color. There is a genioglossus muscle. There is a fetus. There is a cranial fossa. The sagittal section of the head and neck, there is a cross section. There is the cranial fossa. There is the hand flexor reticulum. There is a rotator cuff. We are rotating, that is a rotator cuff. There is the anatomical snip box, that is also the hand. There is also hand tender of the extensor longus. These are the lungs, ileum of the lungs. There is the segment of the lungs. They are mentioned in color. They are the segments of lung. How when the lungs are having the segment, they are mentioned in color. There is the right lung. Impression of the mediastinum surface. They are the lungs. It's a thoracic cage. The sternocleidomastoid muscle. This is the atrium of the heart, that is the human heart. This transverse section of the middle of the neck. This is the ligament of the hip joint. Insertion of the gluteus maximus muscle. This is the transverse section of the upper third of thigh. This is a cut section. The bone is visible here. This is the extensor reticulum. This is the content of the popliteal fossa. This is the back of thigh. There is the insertion. This is a spleen. These are the spleen and splenic vessels. They have colored it for knowing. There is also the spleen. There is a diagrammatic surface of spleen. There is a relation of the diagrammatic surface of the spleen. There is a prostate. These are uterine appendages. There's a broad ligament. There's a stomach or hollow muscular cavity. The spleen. There's a spleen. There's a kidney. These are taking years to preserve these organs. It are taking years to preserve. This is not a one-day work. These are taking years to preserve while we are learning. This is a kidney. This is a liver. This is the uterus. This is the urinary bladder. This is the duodenum and pancreas. It is not clearly visible. This is the brevis insertion. This is the insertion of the peritoneus brevis. This is the popliteal fossa. Quadratus femoris. This is the gluteal medial muscle. Arterial surfaces of the knee joint. This is the hand, left hand. Lumbricals of the right hand. The content of the cubital fossa. The branches of the brachial plexus. Brachial artery. Palmar aponeurosis. Medial nerve supplying muscle of the forearm. They have colored each and everything. Formation of the median nerve. Caudal girdle. Relation of the median nerve with the brachial artery. This is a tendon of the flexor. This is a heart, human heart. This is a thoracic cage. This is a coronary heart. In the coronary artery is visible. This is the lungs. In this, all the lungs are clearly visible. You can see each and every lung. There is a pons. The fourth ventricle and the cerebellum. Dural venous. And the flux cerebelli. This is not clearly visible but here. And the lobes of the brain. All the lobes are clearly visible. They have colored it. Lobes of the brain. They are clearly mentioned as well as it colored. Thank you. It is not a one-day work. These organs for the preservation, they are taking years for the preservation. That is why we can see this whole organs. I am showing you for this because you must know how the human organs are looking. For that purpose I am showing you, so that every person should know how the organs in our body are looking, how they are preserved. We are studying daily, but other people must know how the organs are getting preserved, how we are studying, and how the organs are looking inside the body. We can't see, but it is visible here. So every person must know how the internal organs are looking like. And in our lab, each and every organ got colored so that parts must be got visible of each and every organ. And that is why I am showing you this. So if you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.